Hey everyone, norespawns here. Hope you are doing well. So firstly, yes, this is me. A lot of you have seen the streams or followed me on Instagram or something, but this is what I look like. Got long hair. I used to have a beard and short hair. Now I have not really much of a beard other than very grey stubble and longer hair. So those that don't know, it is November the 28th, and November the 28th is an important day because that is now officially 10 years since the first video on the channel, which is insane to me, and I thought it important to. I just needed to make like a 10-year anniversary. I just had to do. I didn't know what form it was going to take. Um, I was thought maybe doing a live stream, but to be honest, I think just something like this is a bit more, I think, sincere, and also I don't do videos like this enough, and I just wanted to waffle. So this will be a very waffle video. If you don't like waffly videos, completely understandable. But I will be just gibbering for about 10-15 minutes about life and the last 10 years. So, yeah, mad. 10 years, isn't it? Been a while. Been a while. So, those that know, I'm 38. So, I like to think I aged reasonably well. So, I was 28 when I uploaded the first video to the channel back in 2015. It was like, I think a couple of weeks after Fallout 4 had dropped, which I'd been hyped about for the entire year prior. So it was just like it was a game that I'd been so excited for. I actually I got the collector's edition of both Fallout 4 and Fallout 3, and had played Fallout 1 and 2 to death. I didn't get the collector's edition of New Vegas, which still upsets me, but that's because I was skint. And it was a really weird situation. Like I've mentioned this on stream. So basically, those who don't know, I used to work in a sort of salesy related, like more account manager, salesy related career, which I despised. I was good. I'm good at like chatting to people, but I never liked asking people for money. And it just wasn't me. I wasn't like that kind of person at all. It's just like, but because my degree was classics with a bit of computing, and I didn't really think about my career while I was at uni. When I left, I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I very vividly remember my last ever sales role. I It was a couple of weeks before Fallout 4 was releasing, and I'd gone on a business trip to Belgium, Brussels specifically. It's very nice. It's all right. Um, got back to the office, sat down, and I was like, I don't want to do this job anymore because for my job I had to make phone calls, and I'm actually quite the introvert. I'm like one of those extrovert and introvert kind of people. It's that weird combo. And I hated it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this noise. Fallout's coming out soon. I just want to vibe. So what I did was like I resigned there on the spot. Took pay. I think I took pay and leave, but I think I sacrificed like a week just so I didn't have to work any of it, and then took all my commissions. So it was I was able to basically sustain myself in a very skint way for a few months, which was cool, and that meant I had loads of free time. And would you know, the game that we all know and love dropped very, very quickly, and I just jumped straight into it. I've mentioned before, like I'd always wanted building in a Fallout game, specifically base customization in some way. I've been recently live streaming Fallout New Vegas, right? And there's a shack near Good Springs, you know, where the cross thing is, the memorial cross. There's a shack right next to it, and I always wanted that to be a player home, and I always would try and decorate it with like taking junk to it in my old New Vegas runs. And same with the house in Megaton. I would always put loads of effort to make them look cool. Like very carefully maneuvering my junk. I did it in Skyrim as well. And any game I could build something and make it look cool, I would do it. For those of you actually who like followed me right at the start, you may notice I remember that I shared my Don't Starve, the game Don't Starve, my little camps, because I like making things functional but pretty. So when base building came in Fallout, I was like, this is awesome. And this was pre-mods as well. This was on PlayStation, I think PlayStation 4, wasn't it? And pre-mods. So we had basically just really the vanilla assets. And pre-DLC as well. We didn't get DLC until the following year. And I remember I think it was like 2 weeks, maybe 10 days or something after release. I was like, oh, I want to show people. I'd finished Sanctuary basically. And I was like, cool, I'm going to upload it to YouTube and then share the video on Reddit. I think I called it Welcome to Sanctuary. If you sort my videos by oldest to newest, it's the first one. And I got to the first front page of Reddit. Like if you were subscribed to the Fallout subreddit, you would see me on the front page. But I also think that for a few like suggested, so I stuck because I basically just got loads of views. And people kept asking me how I did loads of bits, and because I was unemployed and I was like really excited to suddenly get loads of attention. Someone's motorcycle. Nice, thanks, bro. Just ruined the story. What a dickhead. Um, but yeah, basically, so I decided to make the other video, the follow up, which was the first voice video, um, which was where I showed you how to kind of fix the ceilings and just repair the houses in general in Sanctuary. And it just after that, I just kept making video after video after video after video, because I get like I've got a dose of the tism, so I get really like fixated on stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn all the glitches, and I'm gonna figure out all the problems and how to fix things and make things work. And I would basically do like I think I did weekly videos, sometimes 2 weekly videos, because I had no work and I was able to get quite a lot of momentum. And I think I was one of the first channels to do the building just by dint of just me liking it. I wasn't the first. I think there were a couple of us who kind of had the same idea at the same time, and it completely and utterly changed my life. So what I did in the new year was, because at that point I think I remember I think I got 1,000 subscribers by the new year, and I was really really excited. I mean, I think I made a thank you video and everything. I think it was around 1,000. Um, and I remember putting my YouTube on the first line of my CV. Like it was actually above my work experience, because I got this like really low paying like marketing intern level role, which is what I wanted to move into. Because while I was doing my shitty sales role, I realized I really liked the marketer's role, because they don't have to talk to anyone and they just spend all their time like writing emails and doing like marketing shit. And I basically used the YouTube to help get my foot through the door. I had like lots of like industry experience as like an account manager, so I was able to kind of like combine the two. I was like, look, I understand your industry, but I can also can do a marketing, and I don't care how much you pay me. Please give me a job, and it worked. And I got my first marketing role, and that led to other roles. I was there for a short time, and it just yeah, it literally it gave me the base in that I needed to sort my IRL career out. And that's been 10 years ago. Since then, I've sort of redirected my career into even slightly more niche areas. And it's just, without the YouTube, that would have never happened. It might have happened, but it didn't happen. It wouldn't have happened in the same way. And it's just been absolutely just like the transformative effect of YouTube on my life cannot be understated. And also helped me quit smoking. So for those that know, I used to chain smoke. I was smoking roll up cigarettes. I would just fucking those small packs, small little packs. I don't think you have them outside of the UK. I don't know if you still have them in the UK. I think they're like 9 gram packs of Golden Virginia, and they have Rizzlers, always with the green ones, and then the extra filters. And I'd like smoke one of those every day and a half, maybe every day. My lungs were fucked. Good now though. Good now. And it was March the following year that I was like, right, I'm going to finally quit smoking. And it was thanks to the fact that at that point, I think it was like 34,000 subscribers, because we got most of my subscribers in the first 2 years. It was just amazing. Like I was living my dream. And I am still, to be fair, which is just awesome. Weird, but awesome. And it's just, yeah, just, I told you to be a waffle video, but like, I cannot stress how important YouTube has been to my life. Like it's one of I am so fortunate, and it has been one of the most transformative things. Like that's why I wanted to do a video like this rather than like a on a stream where I'm sort of like half shooting shit, and like and also wanted to do it with like a slightly higher quality setup than a shitty webcam. Yeah, no, it's just been amazing. And like I also just like the identity of being a YouTuber. Like there's a running joke, like, especially anytime I work anywhere, I drop it like quite early on. And then I make a joke. It's like, oh, well, as a Z-list internet celebrity, which is how I describe myself, Z-list internet celebrity. Not a B-lister, not a D-lister, like right at the bottom of the alphabet. A very niche Z-list internet celebrity, the best kind of celebrity you can be. And yeah, it's become like a core part of my identity. And that's why I can never stop. And I just want to stress that I can't stop. Yeah, it's one of my favorite aspects about my life. And like I do drop off sometimes. Like sometimes life gets a bit busy. When I moved into my last apartment, turns out we had shitty internet in the area, so I couldn't stream anymore, which really broke my heart, because it was good games that would have been really fun. And because of how time consuming a lot of my videos are, especially the building, I don't sometimes upload as much as I would like. Because you may notice I don't like to do clickbaity videos. Like I'll try and do something which is good and new and provides value, rather than just be like news videos, or like I used to do new videos, to be fair, but just to be honest, the only news videos are like Fallout 76 related, and I just don't really give a shit, to be honest, much anymore. And like or just, I don't know, other style videos, which just aren't really for me. I try and do just my specific style of videos. However, I want to start broadening that a bit more. And I've mentioned this a few times. So a big thing with me, with why Fallout has worked with me so well and why I like doing it, is because somehow Bethesda sort of landed on this perfect build. It's like it's Lego. It's just the perfect Lego that no other game, at least for me, has matched in the same way. And I think it's because it's slightly jank. So it's not like, say, Minecraft or something, which is actual video game Lego. This is slightly janky video game Lego, where you do need to sort of learn how to use your tool set. And sometimes when you go into it, and I was the same when I first started building, a lot of you are as well, is you're like, okay, how do I make things look right? And it's just so satisfying to make something look right in Fallout. And no other game has managed to match that. Usually for brief periods they will, like Conan Exiles did. Sons of the Forest especially was one that I got really into. Icarus for a little while. But none of them managed to scratch the particular itch. And that's why I've usually never really, like, I've had other games get big on the channel, which is quite cool. So like Frostpunk did really well on my channel. The Long Dark with no building whatsoever. Actually, technically it did. The new one does, but like the later episode. But like those videos I've done really, really well. What's that game called again? The Fortnite videos. If you check, I've actually done Fortnite videos. But I did Fortnite videos before it turned into the game it was. It used to be like a building game with like a kind of tower defense kind of thing. God, I would have a completely different channel if I commit to them. And like I Don't Starve and also RimWorld as well. So yeah, like, but nothing's ever kept my attention. Now the only other thing that I like to do, is Warhammer or like any tabletop stuff. It's the only thing that kind of occupies the same sort of creative space, but also keeps me engaged and coming back. So what I want to do is I want to start introducing hobby content, specifically building, painting, and maybe a few like rules related, like looking at rules reviews and potentially down the line. But initially, it's more actual creative building hobby content, which is what I want to do. I've got a setup right there. You can't see it, but basically, I've got loads of like brackets putting around my putting. What good lord, placed around my coffee table, which enables me to like move this microphone over to there without actually detaching it. And I've got that DSLR, which I was going to use for this video, but it's not really ideal for it, which I can just mount there. And I've got all these little bits and pieces ready. So then I can start kit bashing videos, painting videos, because I'm reasonably decent at all of that. So that's going to start too. The Fallout stuff still continuing, but I want to kind of do both because I like both. And I know a lot of you also like both because you like building in Fallout. Chances are you like toy soldiers too, don't you? Or you did at one point, and you'd like to like them again. So that's what I want to start doing because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so fun. I've got like a vague plan. Also, on a very selfish level, it'll keep me active. Because the problem a little bit with me with my Warhammer stuff is that because I don't have anyone checking on me, or any like, for example, Crusade games coming or like campaigns starting, I can often like leave stuff unfinished. Having content to do on YouTube will keep me a little bit more active. For example, right, so I have for Warhammer 40k, I have Necrons. I've got like half painted Doomsday Ark. And don't drop it, good lord. My big monolith, which I need to use because then I can play Hypercrypt and that'd be fucking sick. I've got loads of terrain. Loads of terrain I haven't finished, and just loads of bits and pieces. And I'd love to just either do long form or short term like edited videos on how to put these things together, potentially also live stream. So yeah, I'm in life's awesome basically, and I'm really excited potentially for the next stage of the channel, but still doing Fallout because I like the Fallout. I do like it, right? I want to do both because I like doing both. It just means more stuff. In terms of the live streams as well, like one thing that's happened especially in the last 6 months is I've been streaming quite consistently. The uploads are erratic because, again, the content just takes ages. But, like, I've been streaming quite a bit. And for the last, I think, 2 months, I've been doing 2 streams a week most of the time because I like doing it. It's fun. We do the Thursday stream and we do the Sunday stream. The Sunday stream is pretty much always Fallout 4. Thursday's been a bit of a kind of a mix-up kind of stream. We're doing Fallout New Vegas, in case you're curious now. So it's just, yeah, I want to continue doing that, and then I want to get back to at least what weekly uploads again, where I can maybe do like alternate between Fallout and Warhammer or tabletop. I say tabletop because I've been playing a lot of Trench Crusade. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my Trench Crusade models, and also I recently dug out my Infinity models, which is like a kind of anime tabletop game. One of the best rule sets ever. Ridiculously hard. I have physically never won a game in my life, but it's very good. I actually live stream on Tabletop Simulator once. Really good game. I want to do like loads of stuff. I like toy soldiers, so that's what I'm going to be doing. That's the plan. The plan is more Fallout. More Fallout on hobby. Specifically on the Fallout side, I'm streaming a New Vegas run. That's probably going to take us like a while, like sometime next year if I do that once a week. So that'll be fun. And with Fallout 4, I'm finishing the slog, and then I'm restarting my entire run. The reason being is with the new update, there's loads of new creations I want to start with. It's fun to restart. This specific run was started last year, and I wasn't able to live stream most of it because that's when I lived in my last flat where we had shitty internet. This flat, amazing internet, so I can like live stream that, which were really, really cool. And yeah, it will be awesome. And with the new TV series as well. I last year got a massive, massive boost of views from the TV series. I suspect that'll happen again, which is neat. So this is all hopefully well timed, and just yeah, a bit out of breath now. I think because I got really excited. Like I'm so excited for this shit. It's so cool. Like it's so bizarre thinking about like the last 10 years and like where things could go in the next 10 years. Maybe I'd be 48 in 10 years, which is weird. Still not going to age though. This is my millennial midlife crisis. I used to have long hair, by the way, back when I was younger. So like from 16 to like my early 20s, I had long hair. Then I got a job, and I had to take all my piercings out as well. I cut my hair short, and then in the last like 2 years, I'm like, why do I not dress the way I did? So I do. Look, I'm not much happier. Much happier. But yeah, anyway, look, I just want to say, for those of you been here a long time, and for those of you who have only been here quite recently, thank you. It's been really cool. Like, especially on the streaming side and just generally the comments. Like, there's so much of a good vibe on the channel, just like across the board. I'm very fortunate in the fact I have quite a nice audience. I have been quite brutal with people who've been dickheads, to be fair. But I think generally that there's a quite cozy vibe to the channel I can never really put my finger on. And I'm hoping to continue at the Warhammer stuff. Gotta be careful with the Warhammer stuff. But because it's more hobby and painting related, and I'm also going to be a bit more banhammery with dickheads, it should be fine. But yeah, and anyway, look, I'm going to leave that there because it's nearly 20 minutes already. Someone's been noisily using the road outside my house. How dare they use the road outside my house? But yeah, no, look, love you all. This is just, I'm glad I made this video. And I want to do things like this more often. It's just, it is a bit dark. I need to get some better lighting. And yeah. Anywho, right. See you on Sunday if you're watching this live for the stream. And my painting video might be on the weekend if I can get it. If basically I stop pedestaling it and actually do it, then we'll see. Anyway, I love you all. You take care.